Hey everyone, welcome back to the LD Pod. As always, my name is Deji.
You are too excited.
That's your business.
You are too excited.
Well, I'm talking to people that I love talking to. So what else do you expect from me?
Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. My name is Lanzii, and yeah, it's nice to be back. We've not been here for I think we missed a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did we miss? How are you?
I mean, I'm alright. For the first time, I've come to this podcast, and I'm here to say that I don't feel sad. I'm not sad today. But yeah, not that I still don't need money. Like I always say, I still need money, but just happy that, the year is coming to an end, and I can look back on the year and say that it's been a fairly balanced year. It's had very good moments. It's had, the other side. And in the same year, I've met a lot of, good people that have impacted my life in some way, especially good ways. And yeah, just happy that I hope next year everything looks up. And yeah, that's my thing. So I've chosen to be happy for
That's
the rest
amazing.
of the year.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
That's
How
great.
about you?
I'm super excited because thanks to our lovely listeners,
Screw.
we hit 100 plays on our podcast.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm super excited about
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I'm okay. I'm doing okay.
That's great. It was, to some people it might seem very small, but to us is
Yeah, it means the world to
yeah,
us.
it
Thank
means
you
the
guys
world.
so much
Thank
for
you very
listening,
much.
working with us, enjoying, and we hope to continue yapping about music to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it for this week.
Mm-hmm.
What music came out last week that you enjoyed?
To be honest, I feel like there was a fair amount of music that came out, in the week before this one. And honestly, I didn't really get into a lot, but I know that Jams released a song called Lucia, and that's one that has been on my thing.
You lost yourself in the song.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she lost me.
Did you get that double enter there?
Yeah, I see it. I hear you. That was smooth. Come rain, come sun. I don't want to lose you. Ooh.
In case you guys cannot book jams this December,
Yeah,
call Lanzii.
Call Lanzii. In case you cannot
case you
afford
can't
jams,
afford jams.
I can do a thing for you. But yeah, that was my major release from the past week. Obviously, me and Jams go way back from day zero, you understand. So
he's a jam super fan.
oh, I don't my life depends on Jams.
Mind you, he's not joking.
Yeah, I'm actually not joking. my existence depends on Jams. So yeah, that's why every chance I get,
Yeah,
mention Jams. Jams' his name. But yeah, if anybody has a chance, you should check out the song. It's a really
song.
Brilliant song. Yeah.
It's a song that I heard and I was like, who's that?
Why would you say who's that?
positively. No, I was surprised. Who's that? Who's that singing?
Why are you surprised? When you press play, you don't know that it's Jams we're going to hear.
If it's me that press play, maybe I will say it's me that press play. Good.
Sorry.
Okay, so from the previous week, I'll say my two takeaways were, I won't say I took this song away, but it was a notable song that dropped. The Davido Chike and Odumodu song called Funds.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I actually had two other takeaways. They were projects, the Fola project and Ogwanya project.
Yeah.
So Fola's project is called What's a Feeling? And Ogwanya's project is called With Open Arms. So I'd been anticipating With Open Arms for a while. So I was really glad that dropped.
Let me just say that on that Fola's project that you mentioned, you see that song with Bella Shmurda, who does that?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the opener of the project, right? That was the first song. Yeah. That's a good song. It's a good body of work.
That you see that particular song, right? You know how deep it is that Kevin sent me a message that he listened to the song and none way just started crying.
Yeah.
Bro, the song is so,
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain. I think it has something to do with maybe Bella Shmurda's voice or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very, touching. Me, I was listening to it since I know. So who does that? Man?
Money gonna.
It's the cold world.
If you shop for you, let that tear drop.
It will freeze on my cheek, man.
Okay. I will say, though, to add to what you've said, that I think with that project, Fola has really cemented the kind of vibe he's trying to give.
Yeah,
like, he's
100%.
been very consistent.
100%. It was a good body of work to follow up from that single.
His viral single,
His viral single, the Alone one.
Yeah. And we've seen many times that that's not an easy thing to accomplish.
Oh,
like
100%.
when some people will get their big break, and after that, and after that, it's just like,
they just, it's just what it is.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
So those were my 2 projects and 1 single from last week. So let's get into this week.
Mm-hmm.
What were your takeaways from this week?
Why do you have to start with me?
Because I'm the one asking. Okay, you want me to ask the question?
Yeah, answer.
Okay. My answer is shocked me. Actually, not really. But I won't say this is the best song I heard this week, but it's the song that I was most excited to listen to. And it's called Joy is Coming by Fido.
Oh, yeah?
It's a song that it's been viral on TikTok. It's a song that goes Joy is coming. It's such a good bounce, like such a good vibey song to listen to. So the chorus was what I was obsessed with for the longest time, and I've just been singing that song through and through. Also from this week,
you know that I'm sorry, but I didn't know that. Actually, I didn't know that.
Play it. No. Yeah, honestly, it's mostly TikTok users, like heavy TikTok users.
No, because like I said before, like anytime new music comes out, there's particular playlists I just go. I didn't see anywhere. To be honest.
He probably did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What I'm about to say.
The kind of efforts.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You already understand me. Yeah. They didn't do their due diligence. But for the sake of our listeners, I'm just going to play it quickly. Just the beats.
Yes.
So yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was that pocket that I caught in that joy.
And there've been some dances going on TikTok. So like it's been a really catchy vibe.
Yeah.
Like I'll give it to them. Their rollout for that song was good. Like really good.
That was nice.
Yeah. My other takeaways from this past week are Fine Girl, which is by Last Mid, featuring Bad Boy OML.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado, which is by Shode and Billion Boy. And there was a Caveman 2-pack, which was more of like an instrumental 2-pack. But
no, one of the songs they sang, I think, is in Medicine.
Yeah, there's Medicine
that they sang. But the second one, lyrical record, on the second one, it was called Opportunity. Yeah,
Opportunity.
That one was more of, instrumental. They sang somewhere inside, but yeah, it was typical Caveman. So it was, I don't think it was too spectacular, but it was all right.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you want to hear from Cavemen. So yeah.
Facts. I also really liked the Melvito and IOJ because like they both did what they had to do. One thing I would say though is that I don't know if I want to say that Melvito is, you know how you can always recognize a producer's work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the obviousness of Melvito's work is getting to me. I don't know if it's making me feel like I think I feel bored by the fact that I can easily identify a Melvito track at this point. Because it's been like personally, it's been like 6 years since I started listening to Melvito. And every single time
you saved on till 6 years, okay?
That was like 2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
2018,
6 years ago. Yeah, exactly.
La.
I think my first proper encounter with him. Okay, aside from the IOJ, maybe no. What's
Just
the song?
take it easy again. Just take it easy.
The IOJ song. Can I have your number? Aside from that,
Was
I
it
didn't know.
Melvito?
It was him.
Wow.
Aside from, I didn't even know it was him at the time I was listening. But when I started listening to him consciously, it's been like 6 years, and every single time I know what I'm getting into. On the other hand, it kind of helps him maintain that individuality because, for example, the concerts that he threw, he was able to do that because he's a very consistent producer with the kind of sound that he delivers. If he was all over the place, I find that it would be harder because then there's such a mix of crowds in that kind of.
It's good that he has this niche for himself, and like you can just tell that
you just know it's always him.
This is Melvin, and he delivers all the
he
time.
delivers.
Yeah, he delivers.
I'm just saying, like, for a seasoned listener of him, I don't know if I now want something more. Like, I think I want something else now.
In my opinion, it might depend mostly on like who is featuring on this beats and what.
No, but the beats itself don't feel like they're evolving. That's my point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the beats, because for example, with a SARS, you can feel SARS evolving. You can feel, and this is not to compare anybody, but as just a fan of him, I kind of want to hear his sound evolve. I don't want to feel like he's giving me that he has already gotten to the peak of where he can get to, and he's just experimenting there, But it's good music still.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, my final two mentions will be the Tasty and Davido track "Pray," and
I want to say that Davido
delivered on that song.
Yes,
I was pleasantly I won't say surprised, but I was pleased by his appearance on that song. And finally, would be Fave's appearance on the song called "Focus" by Femi Jr. She was a feature on that, and I really enjoyed her verse.
Okay, yeah. On my own side, I listened to the Saz and Ashake drop, Come On Look.
Yeah.
The song that samples K1's Want to Know.
Yeah.
Come On Look. Yeah. there was that one. I feel like for that one, it gave, like we said, it gave something of like maybe Lungu Boy. You can hear like that. Or that type of vibe of it. So it didn't, throw me off my seat or whatever. But it did its job. It was good. The other one I wanted to single out was Budge and Means. Budge dropped this deluxe-ish to 12 Summer, to his 12 Summers album, and one of the songs there was this feature with Means. It's called Sarah J. I don't know if you are a seasoned,
Budge listener?
Not even Budge listener. If you are a seasoned, I don't know if you are into content creators.
No.
You don't?
No, I'm not.
You're not into content creators. So if you know like content creators that may or may not have served youth of our generation growing up, if you Google Sarah J, she's a legend in her field.
Which field are we talking about here?
That's left for you to decipher.
Is this somebody that can I Google on my work computer?
On your work computer?
Yeah.
Since that you can, but will you resume the next day? So
understood. Okay.
Yeah. So it was, an ode to this content
legend.
creator. Yeah, this legend. And
how are you aware of who she is?
Oh, thank you for that beautiful question. So my answer to that would be that I wasn't also aware like you until Budge on his Twitter said that somebody said that I think the thing was about why is the song named Sarah J or why is something like that. And Budge said that this is somebody that has helped him through tough times in his life. And you know what?
She helped him through hard times.
Yeah, she helped him relieve tension, the tension that he must have been going through some time in his life.
I hate that you're making me engage in these conversations.
No. But like, I would say big ups to Budge for, respecting
for spotlighting
a legend. it's not every day a legend of one sport, you know,
Crossover episode, Abi.
a legend of one sport giving flowers to a legend of another sport. Bodge is a legend in his own right, and Sarah J is a legend in her own right. This is greatness. This is greatness. Yeah, and means that means in this year has given us. He has let us know that he can sing, and he can also be very sultry in some of the things he does.
He literally has a song called F.U.S.
Oh, he has a song called WAP.
But you know what's up? When that song was not as raunchy as I expected it to be.
Yeah. But you get the point. So it was a song that, stood out for me. Purely based on the fact that Bodge gave flowers to a legend in the game.
Word.
Wande Cole also had this new release, Old Soldier, produced by Kelpie. Yeah.
Can I actually say, now that you brought that song up, when I first of all heard the song, it made me miss Kelpie. He has this signature use of the bass. Is it bass or bass? How do you pronounce it?
Correct,
I'd like to say bass, the bass guitar. Bass, he has this way he uses it to start a song. He literally, once I click play, it reminded me of Angelina immediately. I could just tell that this is a Kelpie touching this track. So that was a good listen as well.
Yeah, and I think finally for me was my queen Brazy. Brazy released a song called Jewo. Yeah, those were the ones that I know that I released. I don't have too much to say about the Brazy song. It's just that I know that Brazy is a polarizing artist. A lot of people.
True.
A lot of people struggle with her music, and people that like her music like her music.
Yeah.
Me,
just like Santi.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I think that Santi should not be polarizing. I think everybody should
like him. But I understand people that have their
100%. It's not. You cannot satisfy everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also to add to this past week, Tiwa Savage also dropped. Just to mention. Because she's
a legend in the game as well.
It's called Mega Money Mega.
Yeah.
Personal opinion, not the biggest fan. I'm not gonna lie, but it's worth a mention. It's worth a shout.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, yeah. So in the same, not in the same line, but that because we were not here last week, we didn't really talk about our end of year, rap.
We didn't? We only did a prediction. Yeah, that's true.
I want to quickly say that in my predictions, I was right. My most listened to artist was Doshe Professor, and I'm Shay Vibes. And my most listened to song was Sober by Jams.
Period.
Told you.
Shout out to you. You should have put money on the table.
Yeah.
To make it more interesting.
Chop your money.
Next year.
Yeah. Next year. And I told you that inside of that list, there'll be Whiskey and Drake.
Mm-hmm. What was your most listened to album?
So I'm using Spotify.
What does that mean?
They didn't give us that.
Oh, chai.
Yeah, that was the problem. That's the problem we're facing on the green side. But no. If you want to go down that route, I'm still going to stand with what I have. No,
it's true. It's a good stand. Okay, so those were all the stats you're able to get from your dear Spotify. Do you know that I can tell you my most listened to playlist?
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Thank you.
It's not. Why is it unfortunate?
So you will ask me about my own.
Say it if you want to.
Okay. Well, my top artist, do you want to guess? Take a wild guess.
Top artist?
Yes, number 1.
Shay Vibes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
100%.
My top song, and I knew this was going to happen, it was Street Affair by Big Tony.
Yeah, because I know throughout the year, if you did not tweet about the song, you were crying about the song somehow.
You know what? Next time, just tell them my house address. Just say everything.
Sorry.
And my top album, I was surprised to see this, but again, upon reflection, not really. It was Adedamola.
Mm.
Yeah, because I really enjoyed the instrumentation on the album. So I'm a
Yeah.
production leaning listener of music. For
Yeah,
me.
that was one album that was heavy on like the
Instruments, yeah. So and
instrumental and
that's who I
production.
am. Like
Yeah,
I
it
love
was
that.
John
John
Baptiste. There
Batista,
was Seun Kuti,
Sean
them,
100.
Lagbaja. Yeah.
Even these songs that did not have all these legends, like just the instrumentation on them was
Yeah,
just amazing. Hell, I'm
100%.
back. Like, come on. So that was my top album
Mhm.
with Stubborn coming up next. And do you know two albums that made an appearance that I'm surprised by my top 5.
Until you tell me.
My number 5 was Dust Off by Maoniga. Like overall listen to albums in a month. And my number 4 was Mariah, which was
So that's the problem that we have on the green side. They stop at October.
Aww.
Otherwise, Mariah would have been in my head.
Aww.
Or one of the songs would have been on my thing.
Yeah.
But big ups to you for actually having a Maoniga in the.
Bruh.
That actually says a lot about your commitment to.
Forget. Do you know the thing is it was so easy. It was so easy for me. Like I can't front and be like I didn't listen. It was so easy for me to listen to him. Like
no, and another reason why I even say so is because like for the year that we are talking about, because wasn't that project sometime last year?
Do you know what my number 9 is? Isinla.
Isinla. You are talking about an Oladapo project.
Yeah.
A project that they put ... there for abbreviation's sake.
They actually didn't.
They didn't. In case I
never love again.
Again. But you called it what?
Isinla.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my unwrapped prediction.
Fair enough.
Results.
Yeah. I like the fact that these wrapped things just reflect who we really are.
Yeah.
We cannot. You can lie to yourself. You can't lie to your wrapped.
You know those people that will come over and be like, oh my gosh, I have this one friend who was listening to anime covers or whatever for the longest time. So when her Spotify Wrapped came out, it was just cartoon throughout, and then she was trying to explain that actually it's because she's listening to music to sleep.
There's no need to explain.
Spotify
Can't
did
you
not
see
do
your
well.
steez reducing?
Do you understand? So Spotify use the AI, all these kinds of things.
Yeah, like even on Twitter, it's like all these people that come out to slander, certain artists.
You not see them in their top
You not say
5.
that it's because you're arguing with one of your friends. You not wanted to prove a point with that song.
That's why you play 500 times.
You get there's nobody will kill you.
Exactly. Or do you know the ones that used to trip me the most? The people that start judging when number 1 is Nathaniel Bassey, number 2 is Shay Vibes.
No, so let's talk about it.
Okay.
I'm not judging you.
Yeah.
But what's really happening? You get?
At least really they are balanced. Me, you can't see Nathaniel Bassey in my top 5.
I saw a particular person, and if I can, I'll probably find maybe the tweet or something. This person had Shay Vibes, Ashake, Nathaniel Bassey. No, not Nathaniel Bassey. I can't remember. God help me. I can't remember this particular man. But
was it Christian?
Yeah, Dusi Oyekon.
Okay.
Do you understand? After Dusi Oyekon left, follow back with maybe Burna Boy. I'm like, oh God, I could follow only 1 month. Just give 1 month of your year to God. What's really?
Oh my days.
That's my own thing. I appreciate consistency. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
no judgment here because
100%.
It do be somehow.
Yeah, life be life.
Yeah, like I know people that they only listen to gospel music on Sundays and they listen from morning to night on Sundays. So it's enough to make an appearance.
So my own thing now is that why is it that it's when you are going through something that you remember going.
No, they don't have to be going through something. Some people, it's just the whole idea of, okay, today is Sunday, let me not come and disrespect God just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
So no judgments. Do you? Okay. But no, don't now come and be crying that, actually, just own it.
Yeah, that's my own.
That's my own. Just own it.
Don't come and be saying that they ran you street and Spotify did not rank its way.
Maybe you share with your mommy.
That's not my problem, okay? That's not my problem. Guest features of the year. I specifically, wrote it down somewhere that we would debate. No, not debate because
It's not up for it's not a fighting
it's
situation.
not really a fighting situation. But like,
But if you're trying to fight out, like
yeah.
like
No,
if you want to fight,
I'm up
I'm
for
down.
it. Do you understand? I'm up for
yeah,
it.
okay.
Ijawa
Good to
Ijawasi,
know.
always
Always
guiding.
guiding.
Yeah.
Here for
So
it.
yeah, do you have a say a list of guest features that stood out for you this year?
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm getting there.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, for me, and this is in no particular order. My first one I have is Bloody Save's appearance on WhatsApp by Shay Vibes.
Shay, sometimes you're not Shay,
but first of all, the texture of hey,
take it easy.
what did you do?
Yeah.
First of all,
I saw it coming.
The texture of her voice on that song, the way she said that particular line, the break, the way she could have sang it and be like, "Oh, Shay, you're not the
this
vibe."
one she said it.
She spoke to him, to his essence. She said,
like,
"Shay, you're not the vibe." And I just that elevated the song for me. That singular line.
That was good.
It's a great song. Also, I really liked King Madi's appearance on Adenuga. I liked Sheun Kuti's appearance on Ecstasy by Fireboy. Adenuga is by Joe Boy, by the way. I loved Taves' appearance on Rara. First of all, because the verse was great. Secondly, because it was just like two youngins put together from two different worlds. This is Taves from the world of like R&B and actual singing and like just a different type of Afrobeats. And this is TML from the streets.
The street boy.
Do you understand? Yeah, and they come together and they create something so beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's why it's a standout for me. Then also Shay Vibes on Bad Vibes. Oh.
What more?
What more can we say? What else do you want us to say? If that verse didn't prove something to anyone, then I don't know what else.
Like I said, and that's why circling back to our conversation the last time when I mentioned Shay Vibes and Michael Jackson in the same bracket. That's
one of the examples.
He even gave a shout out to his boy Michael Jackson. Yeah. I go dance for him.
Michael Jackson.
I don't know, man. Hallelujah.
I'm already KG. I also want to say Arasta bodied her appearance on that song. That's one of the best songs of the year, in my opinion.
Shifano body. If Shay Vibes will not steal that song from her.
That's one thing I want to respect about her. Not many people can boast of 100%. Shay Vibes being on their song and they did not get bodied. Same thing with Benson. Same thing with other people, And I also think it was super poetic how it was called Bad Vibes and it featured Shay Vibes.
Yeah, and it featured Shay Vibes.
Just like Blood Industrial.
It was intentional, so yeah.
Featuring Bloody Save. Yeah. Then another one I would mention is Fave's appearance on Cold War.
You know what? Thank you for mentioning that song. God bless you.
Amen.
Because
guy. The babe they sing.
You know what? I want to give a shout out, not to Fave, not to Llona.
The A&R.
The team surrounding Llona and Fave. I don't know if he ever gets to hear it, but Tolu Daniels, big ups to you. Big ups to the team.
Like, I want to stand up and actually clap for you.
You want to? When the song dropped, I knelt down in Scarborough. I knelt down in the middle
the
of
location is crazy. Because, to kneel down in Scarborough is different work. Because they can kill you.
Oh.
And Nigga said it's worth it.
Yeah, because it's a cold war.
Bruh. Do you know, this song dropped before the project. And when it did, I saw in real time how it flew over a lot of people's heads. 100%. I'm not going to lie, myself included. At the time. On first listen. I don't know if it was because of the time it came out and what was surrounding, like the kind of music surrounding that time, but I didn't key in as much. But see, when I listened to it in context of Homeless, my days.
It always stood out for me. Not
only did she deliver a stellar verse, I don't think there's anybody that could have done justice to that
100%.
song, to that verse on that song 100%. The way she did. 100%. That was amazing.
If it's a thing of if there was going to be a feature, it had to be Fave.
Yeah.
If not, they should just have left Llona on the song.
She had a way of conveying her emotions so strongly, but not to a point where it was annoying to listen to. Like I didn't feel like I was being shouted at.
It didn't feel like she was even trying to,
Bruh.
overshadow the owner of the song or whatever.
I felt like I was
just
being
seamless.
expressed to,
Facts.
and that was amazing
Yeah,
to
facts.
experience.
Mhm.
So my next shout will be Odumodu on War Machine.
Look at it. Look at the contrast from Cold War.
Is range. I know
Coco.
many people don't agree with this. Some people don't even like the song on the album. It's one of my favorite songs on his,
Yep.
personally.
Yep.
And I also really, really like the album. Not because the verse rather, not because Odumodu is saying anything spectacular, but he delivered. He did his work.
I'm just, for this song, I'm just grateful that he changed his verse.
No facts. That first verse.
I'm just really grateful that he changed
That
his verse.
first verse that they snippeted for us. Mm-hmm.
But like, what was he going through? Because what was the meaning of Rema, the tip is all you give us or something like that?
Can I say that
You can.
there are some artists that I believe have messages to pass across, and I don't think Odumodu is one of them.
Oh no.
I
You
don't
know
think
what?
Odumodu is one
I
of them.
disagree with you.
What's his message?
I disagree
to pass
with you.
across? What do
I
you
think that-
receive from what he tells you?
I think that Odumodu conveys his message in his own way. Did you not see the video where he was explaining
his lyrics?
Look, that's
that's
his
not my
own
point.
way. You are not here.
That's my point. So I think Odumodu has a theme he's always trying to go for, which is like, okay, raunchiness, dagger, anger, etc.
Because everybody came for him when Olufumi dropped and said this thing. He said the way Kinikon, he can be likened to Shango, strike and pierce and dagger. Excuse me. That's how Shango
as much as I don't agree with a lot of the ways like he delivers his verses, some of his verses, I want to applaud whatever. I want to applaud the fact that he stays true to himself.
Them no get nepa. Now my light then they feed on.
Like
Oh.
I will applaud that because there are a bunch of artists that under this kind of scrutinization, a lot etc, they would have changed.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. They
But
have
anyway,
changed their approach.
sorry to cut you off. But my own thing is that because I don't want to forget it.
Yeah.
Is that how was he privy to the information that it was only the tip Rema put and she gave up? Who gave him that information? Huh? You answer me since it's your verse of the year.
What do you mean I should answer you? She won't want bed. I help them to do it.
Rema, the tip is all you put, she they give up.
Maybe let me just keep quiet.
Well, anyway.
My final shouts for before
you already
pass
said
it to you.
this one was your final.
I didn't say it was
shout.
my final. No, I said my one of my next ones.
Okay.
The last
no
one,
problem.
yeah,
God
last
judge
one
you.
is Biscuit MMS.
I told
That's
you.
my
I told
last
you
one.
not mention. I told
Yeah,
you.
that's
I
my
thought that
last
one.
one.
I thought that one. If you did not make your own list,
You make your own.
list.
Yeah.
No problem about that one. But yeah, superb verse. Okay, so for me, I'm going to say like some of these verses based on how they elevated the song and how they must have impacted the lead artists on the song. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of these verses changed, maybe the trajectory of the artist or like their brand. You understand what I mean? In some way or the other, or just took the song to another
A different level, yeah.
First of all, I'm going to say Stubborn. Ashake's verse on Stubborn. That was, I don't know, but that one just really stood out. I feel like a lot of people would agree that was a standout verse from this past year. One that I'll really say, elevated the song was Fireboy on Dealer.
Facts. 100%.
And on a personal note, because that song also made my, wrapped thing. I rinsed this particular song. And I remember that when I listened to it, I said Fireboy is back. I said Fireboy is back. This is his element. Like this is his, this is house. they brought him home and he has come to eat.
Do you know, now that you mention it, I low-key feel as much as it was good for IMF, that song also
It was very good for
was very
Fireboy.
good for
Yes,
Fireboy.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
100%. And staying with IMF, this time he turns provider and it's on a song with Pedestrian. It's called Letter to Dele. You see, like how IMF, we've always talked about how he's intentional with like his reality, how he brings some people that have impacted his life into his songs and he's consistent with it. If you listen to this Letter to Dele song, it's a pedestrian song. It's about things that pedestrian has also, gone through and experienced. But I am off on that song and, naming the song Letter to Dele, it just feels natural for IMF. IMF elevated this song to a whole different level. That's why it makes my list. And I'm sorry, my list is not going to be the most popular songs.
No, it's fine. 100%.
Yeah, another one I'm going to say is Rema on Fiko Wikon. 100%.
Not you just saying that after you just said it's not going to be the most popular song.
Oh, no, sorry. Rema on Fiko Wikon. I don't know what's...
Pay me my money, make I
No, there's no need to explain that one. Rema on Favorite Girl as well. That one, it makes my list because it was highly anticipated and it didn't fail to...
And it did elevate the song.
Yeah, it did elevate the song. One that I'm going to say that a lot of people maybe did not pay attention to, or it just flew over people's heads because it was a great year of music and this one probably came maybe too early for a lot of people.
I think it came at the perfect time. Actually, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I feel like maybe you know now because maybe you should hold the mic and talk.
No vex.
But it will be last week. Ajebel's last featuring Jerick. You see Jerick. I don't know. I don't understand what he's saying. I don't know what he's talking about a lot of times, but I just appreciate his music.
1000%.
I just appreciate his verses. Even on his projects that year that has songs like Chukwebuka, he was just... Jerick is just hard.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause.
And to be fair, Jerick is also another artist that I know that some people have said, what's he singing or what does he even say and all of that. But personally, I like Jerick. And this his verse on last week was the standout verse for me this year. Yeah. And he elevated that song with Ajebo Slaz and also the project, in my opinion. One of the more popular ones from the year was Shwalabam with Burna Boy. And I think, yes, for the sake of, bringing the song into like the Nigerian listening community.
I agree with you on that.
That was
that's a good elevation.
An important feature, almost like what he did with
Jerusalem.
I
don't know that's what you're thinking.
Yeah, exactly. Something. He gave me the same. He gave me the same feeling that one did. It was just just bringing it into the Nigerian space. I mean, it had been popping. The song had been popping. The Shwalabam had been popping. The challenge had been going.
Yeah.
Some might say that it didn't need a feature. Maybe he didn't, but he just did what he had to do.
Yeah.
And the last one, I would say, just because this song was really popular through the time that it was popular, the period that it was popular, it really stood out. Even till now, I think that it's still popping. Is Odumodu's verse on Juju. If not, I'm not going to... Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, I think
Mama sent a photo.
Yeah, Mama sent a photo. Yeah, I think that one, it might not be the most popular too, as per guest verse, but...
For what it did, the impact it had on the song.
On the song, yes. Yeah. I think so too.
I actually wanted to speak briefly about Jerick. As you mentioned him, I don't know if you remember, but at the start of this year, second quarter was a lot better, but the first quarter was ridiculously slow. Like very slow.
Mm-hmm.
Music wasn't coming out. The music that was coming out was dragging. Not like there were good songs, but overall the industry was kind of dragging as far as new music was concerned. And that was around the time when Jerick was on almost every song is a stretch, but on almost every New Music Friday announcement,
yes.
Jerick's name was present.
Yeah.
And this album that he was on Ajabo Hustlers with came out in the second quarter in May, just at the start. Like, it was the first project, to me, in my opinion, kickstarted that role of important projects, because after that came the year I turned 21, came what happened?
Sorry, I can never. I'm sorry, this is not a diss or anything.
What happened?
I can never not hear the.
And the year turned about. Yeah.
So sorry, man.
That was peak banter material, man. Like, I was crying when I saw it. I don't support the banter, but
I don't.
it's funny.
Get it?
It's funny.
Like, I don't.
Even she laughs because that's hilarious.
Nah.
The year turned about.
Whoever, no pun intended, but whoever whipped up that thing, Bessie cooked.
Like,
Bessie
mad.
cooked.
They even made a poster.
They made an artwork, man.
That was so funny. That was
silly, man.
perfect.
Yeah, that was
perfect banter
silly.
material. Okay. Yeah, so it was this project, it's called Bad Boy Etiquettes 1 or 2, because continuous assessment. Because they did one previously. So this was like a sequel to that project. And yeah.
Make way bad boys coming through, Jabba Hustlers, boost lifestyle. But yeah.
Exactly. So Ajabo Hustlers and Jerick, first of all, I think it was
Match made in heaven.
Because
Two
like,
twins.
what do you mean?
Yeah.
So I personally enjoyed that project, but I was just saying that to say that Jerick had been on an insane run for the first 2 quarters of the year.
Yeah.
I think he had
dropped an album in between.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
I think he was one of the most featured artists this year. For when I think my first encounter with him, I'll be honest, was on Black Bones' album with Yemego. That was my first proper encounter with him. Thank you. I shake your head. But that was my first proper encounter. And after that, I just became a fan because he was so consistently in my face.
Where were you when we were listening to $1 Billion Dream?
I was not listening to $1 Billion Dream.
Man.
You that you're listening to it, where's your $1 billion?
Back to basics. Back to basics.
But yeah, that was my first encounter, and he just kept on impressing me from there. I had a few ones where I was like, but that's expected, because if you put out 30 songs in a year, I'm not going to feel all 30. Do you know what I mean? But no, shout out to Jerick for it.
Yeah.
I just hope no one forgets what he was actually doing at the beginning of this year, because it's easy for things that come after to cloud.
To cloud, yeah.
To cloud that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And to be fair, he also dropped an album in between all of this. An album that I had some songs that I could pick off the album. There was this one with Bella Shmurda.
That song, same. That was my takeaway from the album too.
So yeah, big ups to Jared. You see all this feature thing. Another or two artists that also say that they're also crazy when it comes to running features. Odumodu and Psycho YP. Hell,
what is Psycho YP? What was he on this year?
That's a very brilliant question. But I know that he was on a song that I was really feeling recently.
He had one with Lime and Apex Village.
I
mean, the one for me that I took away, Psycho YP this year, was Niger Funk.
Well, fair enough. They dropped YP and Azanti Volume 2 this year.
Too Hot to Handle. Okay, sorry, I'm putting my hands up. Too Hot to Handle was one of my songs of the year. So no, hands down, YP for that song.
Niger Funk.
Those 2 songs.
Niger Funk 2 is also a bubbling hot under song of the year.
Yeah. 100%.
If you know, you know, yeah. If you know, you know.
That's the only way to put it. Psycho YP and Azanti generally it's an if you know, you know.
That's
type of thing.
The first project hooked my neck, man.
Yeah.
That's my son, baby.
Yeah, my son,
baby.
Okay, so next another thing I wanted to bring up was Llona's concerts. Did you see clips from Llona's concerts in Lagos?
So, in my opinion, Llona is one of the artists of the year.
Why?
In terms of the body of work that he dropped.
Yeah.
First of all, that body of work
stellar.
Can be album of the year without argument.
Yeah.
Do you understand? I think it's even one project that majority of music listeners agree on. This is a proper body of work. And for his concerts that you just mentioned, I'm going to say that for the first time maybe not for the first time in the industry, but I would say that for the first time in terms of like an independent artist that has captured like people's attention, Llona has done a stellar job. It's not easy to bypass the industry and its gatekeepers. Do you understand?
That part.
This is somebody that has done it with his team and
he did it purely.
His core fans.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Obviously, they will do promotions because
for sure
artists are sweet. But I would say that it has been a very organic process in terms of his growth.
Yeah.
You saw the concert. The concert is not 1 million people.
Yeah.
It's not do you understand? It's not
can I actually add to you that it sounded like 1 million people, and that's how you know it's 100%, real.
100%, and that's how you know it's real. Do you understand? And you're seeing like the videos, you're seeing the emotions of the people around him when he's performing. They are there singing everything word for word. Some people are even crying.
People on the floor.
So do you understand? Word for word for an artist that this is his breakout year.
Yeah.
Like this is obviously he broke out to our fairy.
Jesus.
Like we started taking note of Llona in 2023.
Oh, me was 2022.
Yeah. Thereabout. Yeah. But like this year he solidified himself. So I'm going to say that I'm very proud of what he has done, what his team has done, because this is another artist that you can tell that his team, there's the work of a team around him. Do you understand? And he seems like an artist that is willing to listen to his team. They are willing to listen to him. He has his creative freedom. He just looks like an artist that, is ready for this thing, and given the chance, if they give him more space than he has taken, he will run away with it.
Yeah.
He will run away with it. Yeah. That's my piece on Llona.
Honestly, seeing the Llona concert unfold, I'm not going to lie, it made me very emotional. Mm-hmm. So I first encountered Llona's music through this friend, and true to what you said, we saw the push for Llona. Mm-hmm. Like we saw the groundwork for Llona. We saw people, even me, my own, although I'm not on his team, but even in my own little rides, I'll be tweeting his links, be sending his music, I'll be adding him to playlists. I'm like, you guys, like, pay attention.
Mm-hmm. It's one of them was that if you were listening to him when people were in this, you'd be paying yourself that.
Bro.
Yeah.
And just to your point as well, first of all, Llona's album was a beautiful body of work. And one of the reasons why I respect it so much is because that album was true to him. Mm-hmm. Not many artists can boast of their debut album being that successful and not being mainstream leaning. Not only was that album true, but like for him to have done what he did with that approach is respectable. In my opinion as well, he had one of the most creative album covers of this year. He had one of the most creative
rollouts.
As literally I was about to say, his direction, the entire way they handled every single thing that pertained to him was beautiful.
I like the consistency with the homeless theme.
But like even the stories behind every single thing that happened around that album, like the cover art being his actual house was in Kano or Kaduna, something like that. Yeah. The intentionality behind every single thing, all the interviews he went for afterwards, he wasn't just saying empty words. They're like industry words, like, oh yeah, thank you to my fans, all those kind of things. He was saying real things that were actually connecting.
Both of them were crying.
Do you understand? Yeah. Like people were feeling real things. Actually, last week or so, I went somewhere and I was talking to someone, and this is a person that isn't naturally a music listener. Like for them to listen to Llona, like prior to now, someone telling them that listens to Llona, the person has to be locked into the industry. But this person is not one of those people. And the person was telling me how Llona changed his life this year.
Wow.
Like literally changed. He was about to start crying.
Wow.
And that was so touching
but
for
why,
me.
Why everybody they cry?
You did you listen? You know go cry.
I did now. I did not cry, but
I didn't cry too much.
You know what? That Llona thing is so real because I was almost homeless too.
And I feel like that's one of the reasons why people could. There's no form of pain you could have possibly felt this year that Llona did not address. If it's heartbreak, he addressed it. If it's financial pain, if it's loss of a loved one,
if it's even like maybe internal battle between maybe you your like, friends or you within yourself or you and your family. Say,
but there was this one line he said in the song "Can't Breathe," and he was like, "Death is the only thing that saves us." And I don't mean to get to TMI, but if you've ever been in a dark place mentally and you just feel like the only escape at this point is just that's a line, because that's a line that most people are not brave enough to confront. Do you get? So put that in a song, and the way he delivered the song, and oh my gosh,
don't cry.
No, I'm not going to cry, but I just have to say, like, shout out to Llona.
Sorry,
minus the album in itself, just everything. Shout out to you, shout out to your team. I personally am wishing you the best of luck, because seeing him come from where he was coming from to where he is right now gives me so much hope, because it feels like this is someone that's obviously, again, I'm not on his team, but this is someone like we kind of started at the same level. Like I saw him start from nothing, from having like 2 listeners, from me being, again, I know there are other people that listen.
So he's almost 1 million monthly listeners.
Do you get? From me being the one telling people like, "Oh, you guys have you heard Llona?" And they're like, now only you they sabi all these kind of people.
100%.
Now I'm in the cars and they're playing it's him by themselves. Like, thank you for that, Llona.
Yeah, and I saw a tweet that I bookmarked. And
Chamarora.
Excuse me. I saw a tweet that I bookmarked, and that tweet, I would say, covers everything we said. It's by a Twitter user named @_summertime. And it says, what Llona is doing with the power of community is proof that it's not about followers or clout or appeasing stans. It's about standing for and meaning something to the people.
Yeah.
An artist's job is to represent and inspire. It's a burden, not a ticket to a life without consequences. And
that's amazing.
That was so real. And I keyed into that.
And to also like emphasize another aspect is, so personally, I love intimate concerts, but being in Nigeria, that's not something that you come about frequently, because the musicians that do intimate music most times don't have the capital for shows at that level. You get? So I think what he's shown us now is very significant, because now we're going to see, I believe we should see more intimate concerts on scales like that. Yeah. Because it's obvious that the audience is there. It's not like people don't want to listen.
He's so original.
Yeah.
He's very original.
Yeah.
And I would say that another person that also stands out for his originality because of like stuff like this is Ayomaf.
Facts. We have mentioned that.
I mean, in my opinion, originality in the end wins.
So next, do we want to quickly discuss the Dvpper situation with Charlie Poppy and Moise that unfolded last week?
My own thing is that you cannot outrightly come and say that they cheated you when you signed the contract. Do you understand? Honestly, I would say that it's not the easiest thing to read contract, but that's why you have a lawyer. Yeah. Right? So that they can help you go through all those. They go through every detail for you. You can't sign a contract. In the thing now, it says that they are collecting, is it 30%?
30% to perpetuity. Although Dvpper dunked on the statements, but let's even say that it's
whether
true.
Whether they dunked on it or not. But my thing is that if you sign it, it becomes binding. Yeah. Do you understand? To be fair, there has to be transparency on all fronts. Yeah. The Dvpper should be transparent to its artists, unless this thing that they are saying that Dvpper did is outside the contract. It's not stuff that was stipulated. Then it's another thing. But my thing is, if you sign it, it becomes binding. Yeah. Because unfortunately, or fortunately, it becomes binding. Yeah. At the same time, in my opinion, whatever Dvpper may have done in the careers of these people, it worked. It got them to where they are now. It got them to what we know of them now. That's my thing with that. But at the same time, as an artist, if you feel cheated, it's good to bring up the conversations with your label or your management or whatever. But if it obviously goes in a way that doesn't look like there's a resolution anywhere, it's okay to leave. Oh, it's okay to leave. It's just that because it's also something that I have seen firsthand.
Yeah.
The artist's opinion is popular opinion.
Yeah.
Right? That's just the thing. I don't know who is right or who is wrong in this thing, but I know that artist's opinion is popular opinion.
I want to first start by saying that I think working somehow in the music industry has kind of made me a better person. Because let me land.
So wait, sorry, before you continue, this industry does not make somebody a better person.
Let me land. Let me land. It has made me think twice before I react to certain things.
Yeah.
Because in the past, seeing something like this,
100%.
I'm never with Dvpper Azal.
100%.
Immediately, Charlie Pop didn't have 10 hits, didn't have 5 hits, but working, like I said, working sort of somehow, some way, you realize that things are not always what they seem to be.
Yeah.
Many people think about the artistry of music and not really the business that goes into music. Something as simple as, okay, this is a topic because we don't have proof or anything, but something as simple as farming. On the business side, it takes a lot. On the artist side, all everyone is saying is that this is the artist that is everywhere, that is on the number 1 on the charts. So it just makes sense to people
even if it's farming, sorry to cut you off, even if it's farming,
yeah,
if the label pumped money into this farming,
yeah,
why they have to recoup?
No, that's my point. I'm talking about how it is perceived by the two different markets. So people that know how farming gets to where it's like becomes effective, you are thinking of money has really gone into this thing. So people that are more on the listening part of it, they're like, this song is really popular, this person is really good, type of thing. That's one. 2, like you rightly said, with contracts, sometimes they're not easy to read. My piece to say on that is that for many artists, especially the ones that are just entering, the business is a very intimidating space.
Yeah.
It is very intimidating because you're receiving offers left, right, and center. You don't know, most of them don't even know even if they read the contract, they don't know what is wrong with the contract. Like to see perpetuity, some people are like, what is that? All they see is 30%, and they're like, oh, that's fair. And for context, perpetuity means like forever and ever. If they're like, they move, nigga, like I'm not only talking to you. But for context to our listeners, perpetuity means forever and ever. Like even if they stop working with said label, no matter what they earn afterwards, the label will continually earn 30%.
As long as that work was
was created under the label, they will continually earn 30%. And one of the things that I think they were going against mostly was that, and I don't know if I agree completely because I haven't had enough experience with this, was that they were saying that the terms for working in the industry are unfair, like they're unfair working terms for the industry. And they gave the example of having to churn out like 3 EPs and 5 projects and 10 million songs under a certain amount of time, and they just had to sign. So I think if anything comes out of this and they are able to champion for fairer working conditions, then it's a bonus for them.
Yeah.
However, if this is an attack on Dvpper where they already signed contracts, and I don't know how successful that's going to be for them because obviously contracts bind, but I feel like the overall goal or the overall lesson should be that people should actually educate themselves. Like artists, just because you're an artist does not mean you don't need the education. You need to educate yourself. Yeah. You need to talk to people. There are classes now. Yeah. There are avenues for education now.
You should sign up for MBA for Africa.
Sign up for MBA from Africa. Even if it's just to know these things. You don't have to graduate with anything. Just know so that no one would ever tell you anything, outside. And to the people that are putting all these terms and stuff, let's make it fairer because... Because I've seen some of them.
Hey, Jesus. I've seen.
Some of them are actually not fair.
Wild.
And because they know that these people have no other choice, they exploit them.
Yes.
So
I think that in this Dvpper and people case, I think that's like one of the major things. Yeah. Like the exploitation in quotes now, like that's what these artists are. Another thing I'll just say is that on the label angle or the management angle is that you cannot, it might work and it might not work, but you cannot bypass like certain stages of,
The
artist
growth.
development or like musical growth
True.
and not think that it might come back
To
to
bite
bite you.
you.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that they did anything wrong or anything, though, but there have been conversations around, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think that you cannot what's the name? You cannot go bypass
Yeah.
some things. Then when you've inflated the artist's ego or the artist's brand more than it should naturally be,
Yeah.
you not expect this type of
True.
thing. Because if the artist, for example, is having 1 billion streams
Yeah.
and they go to shows, 1,000 people they
Yeah.
can't sell a venue of 1,000 people. 500 people cannot sing their songs word for word. It's like, where is the balance between reality and the
Even they would feel
digitalization?
slighted.
Do you get? Because now the artists are thinking that, oh, wait, my Spotify says that in 2 weeks, 1 million people already liked this my song. I go and perform this same said song, and they are looking at
It's
me
me
like
and my manager that's singing it.
do you understand? They are looking at me like a fool. So yeah, it's like everything has to pattern.
Yeah. One more thing I noticed in both of their statements, being Charlie Poppy and Moise, was that they were really championing for, like you rightly said, transparency in operations. Because I know, again, I don't know Dvpper, I don't know any of the operations, but I know generally when it comes to Nigerians in particular, because those are the only people that I've worked with in the music industry, there tends to be a thing of, if somebody doesn't know, there's no need to tell them. Do you get like, oh, this person does not know what's up anyway, let's not bother, type of thing. Let's just be treating, people are the ones managing the money, let's just be treating the money however it is. We give them what we've told them, we give them. And that lack of communication can really cause mistrust between an artist. Again, all of these things that we're saying, we're just saying generally, we don't have any idea what actually went down. But generally, those kind of things cause distrust between a label and their artists.
Hey, Jamie, I've seen a contract where this post-tem commission, this perpetuity thing was 11 years. Let's go.
Okay. In that, can I say something? Can we talk about that actually? For an artist like Charlie Poppy, let's look at him. And I say this slightly because it might not be true. It might not end up being true. But when Charlie Poppy came out, I was of the school of thoughts that everything about him was a phase
thing.
So if you are the one to invest in Charlie Poppy, and in that phase that he comes out, I know that this is his time, and you put your all, you will not ask for 30% of perpetuity.
To be fair, you're seeing it from that your own. What's the name? It can be that another person that wanted to invest in him or bring him on actually believed that
he could last longer.
This talent is here to stay.
Yeah.
So you can't really, you can't really just.
That's true. That's fair. I was just trying to look at it from an investor's point of view. Yeah. Like the reason why you would, I think it makes sense money wise. If you think that this person will not pass a certain amount of time, and you think that for years to come.
My own thing is, why do you want to put your money when you don't believe that?
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. He believes that it's for a particular amount of time.
It's not Bitcoin. Even Bitcoin saver.
It's investment. It's still business at the end of the day. Where your money is going, you need to kind of be smart about it. And this is not to justify what he's allegedly done, but I kind of see where it can make sense for some people.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ivan, so I didn't know this before, but apparently, I'm sure you know this, but Whiskey gave up his thing at AME to Banky W, and we all see how that works.
He said he left with 0. Yeah,
from Superstar, which is crazy.
Wild.
It's crazy.
If really, that's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But anyways,
happy for them. I hope they sort it. Yeah.
So guys, we've come to the end of another episode. Thank you so much for rocking with us, listening to us.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this with us. We did not really start early in the year. We started very late in the year, but it's been good. It's been encouraging, like how a lot of people have received like this podcast, and then like the feedback we get from friends, family, Even though my mother said that we should be talking about Yinka Ayefele, but that's another. She literally called me and said that I'd never spoken about Yinka Ayefele on the
Don't worry,
podcast.
we get there. We'll evolve.
They're like one day, mama. But yeah, super happy about where we are at, and we'll be back again next year for more. Anything that drop after now in terms of new music, down. Sorry.
Well, guys, thank you. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Leave
comment.
a rating, please. 5-star rating.
Yes,
thank you,
please.
guys. We appreciate you. We love you.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy
Wish you
New
a
Year.
Happy New Year.
See you guys in the new year.
Hasta
Bye.
Feliz Navidad.